Hello everyone, I am Xerix, Lord Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy. After a brief hiatus, we are back in action. The Cursed have made an interesting discovery, and the Spanish and French have made contact. Now, on to the action. The efforts of the French gold fleet are focused on Triangle Island and the medicine that it produces. In the upper right, the Favori and Eroica are making sail for Voyanui Bay. The Liblu approaches the northern side of the shipwreck island, passing the Intrépide. From sea level, the crew of the Liblu can spot a pathway leading to the top of the island. After initial talks, the Triumph sails west to go back around the north to French home waters. At the end of their turn, the French launch, putting the Épée de Lande with linked Captain de la Flotte, helmsman, cannoneer, musketeer, and oarsman into the water at Tutorial Island. Victor de Alva is impatient and sets a course north, encountering the Liblu and Intrépide on the far side of the shipwreck island. Spanish home waters. Ships are coming in from the south laden with finished goods from the trading port on the lagoon. The San Jose is carrying silver from the interior of the lagoon. Crowded conditions at the home island as ships struggle to find places to dock. The hoist ships are immensely helpful in moving cargo around and from ships to home island. The San Jose is not quite home yet, but is in hoisting reach of the Buscador. The Alquimista sails are on the far side of Split Island. The crew are feeling adventurous and contemplate sailing on into unknown waters. At the end of their turn, the Spanish launch La Zaragoza, with Dominic Freire, limited edition version, and a Spanish silver explorer. They clearly plan to get the most out of the silver they found at the lagoon. The Americans are busy with operations around the colony. Several ships sail about, bringing gold to upgrade the colony and to convert resources into crops. The Blackwatch and Bonholm Richard sail into the western side of the castle. Pyramid Island and a couple cursed ships are visible in the background, but are as yet unseen by the Americans. Flat Top Island is upgraded with a town, giving ownership of the island to the Americans. Elsewhere, the town on Archway Island is upgraded to a trading port. At the end of their turn, they launch. Thomas Jefferson with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, musketeer, firepot specialist, and oarsman, and Lamon with explorer. The English finish their discussions with the Cursed and go back to running lumber from the Pyramid Island. The Hound and Hyena are still hidden in the fog, however. The pirates send a group of ships west, toward the Minerals Island. Elsewhere, the Star of Siam unloads 3 chests. As the chests are not a treasure, the rats do not affect them. To the left, gold runners gather at the Food Island. At the Cursed Home Island, the Guichon lumbers around, attempting to orient herself in the direction of Poseidon's Eye. The canoes have split up, with one charting a course for the Minerals Island and the rest off the coast of the home island. In the Western Ocean, the Fiddler's Green has made land at a gold island. To her stern, Gogclock and Slark continue to swim for the Red Whirlpool. Kalim finds itself in a strange place. It appears to be another ocean. Or perhaps it is the bottom of the ocean. Kalim is unsure, but spots an island and docks there. Slargubbet emerges unscathed from the Red Whirlpool into the strange sub-ocean. Gogclock soon follows, emerging into the depths. Back where there is light, the Guichon and Dark Pact make contact on the seas. With a better understanding of the Red Whirlpool, the Cursed launch from Erebor, Suro, Leviathan, and Calypsos. St. Croix returns from his maiden voyage, bringing some gold back to the home island. He now hears word of the Spanish and the plans for a meeting with their admiral or commander. The Triumph returns to friendly waters, sailing into the shipping lanes to and from the Triangle Island. A wider shot of French home waters. Several ships are inbound to the home island, with a fair few already there. At the end of their turn, the French launch the Martinet with a captain, helmsman, and cannoneer from Tutorial Island. The Martinet will oversee the discussions between the French and Spanish, and provide translation services. At the Spanish home island, the final steps are put in place for the handling of the silver found in the lagoon. The El Dorado uses her hoist arm to transfer the Jade UT from the Santa Isabel to the Buscador. The Buscador then gives the UT to the Zaragoza, and transfers a coin from the San Jose to the Zaragoza as well. The coin is then unloaded, doubled in value twice, house rule in jade, and given a +4 to the value. With the tremendous speed of the San Cristobal, Victor de Alva arrives in French waters. Across the ocean, the Alquimista discovers the castle. The Cheyenne continues to eliminate icebergs from the northern sea. After taking a whirlpool, the sea wind is wound up on the far side of Poseidon's Eye. The crew spots something on a spit of land just inside the archway. The entirety of Poseidon's Eye is revealed at last. The sheer size of the island will make it very valuable to whoever controls it. Resources are converted at the American colony by the frontier. The Enterprise begins to return home to get more gold to upgrade the colony to level 5. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch. Constitution from Ocean's Edge, with Commodore David Porter, helmsman, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman. United States, with captain, helmsman, musketeer, and oarsman. And Atlanta, with captain, helmsman, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman. The English continue to be passive and timid. The Dawn Treader and Benjamin have docked at home, while the Honu Iki and RNS Morpheus dock at the Pyramid Island. An overhead shot of the pirate home island, where a chest has been unloaded. The Crescent Rose arrives at the same beach as the Sea Wind, and is not pleased to find the American ship. At their home island, the Sea Monkey and Dark Pact load a town and trading port upgrade. In the sub-ocean, Kalim explores the island it docked at and loads a full hold of gold and silver. Gogcloth swims around to explore the ocean more and to take some coins for itself. A storm moves toward the lagoon, potentially disrupting Spanish operations there. A wide shot of French waters. Victor de Alva has arrived and is being escorted by the Martinet and Triomphe. Gaston de Saint Croix is on his way to meet the Spaniard off the coast of Tutorial Island. Meanwhile, gold ships dock home cargoes of medicine and other goods. Lee Favori makes land at Voyanui and upgrades the town to a trading port. The French have laid claim to half of the island. Now aware that they are not alone on the seas, the French launch, putting Le Lion with a captain, helmsman, firepot specialist, cannoneer, and oarsman into the water at Triangle Island. A wide shot of the Spanish home island. A stack of lumber has grown as the Spanish funnel most of their gold efforts into acquiring the resource. The Spanish are not without their own translator, but the South del Tiburon is not as fast as the Cristobal and is lagged behind. La Monarca takes advantage of the trading port on the lagoon, converting her cargo of metals into a cargo of finished goods. Across the sea, the Alquimista docks at the castle and will explore it on her next turn. Even though his translator is late, discussions begin between Victor de Alva and Amiral Gaston. An overhead shot of Flat Top Island. The Enterprise has docked and loaded spices, while the Atlanta looks to sail east. On the other side of the ocean, American ships point their bows west and sail on. The town on Pride Rock will likely be upgraded soon, as evidenced by the trading port tokens on the American home island. In the east, the Columbia sails past the Skull Rock and sights the newly launched Lion. After finally gathering the acquired gold, the Americans upgrade their colony to level 5. The Sea Wind departs Poseidon's Eye, making sail for the Whirlpool. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch the Concordia, with captain, helmsman, gunner, firepot specialist, and oarsman from the Archway Island. Much as they have done all game so far, the pirates gather gold. Their focus has mainly been on Sharktooth Island and the islands to the west, as well as finding buried chests of gold on the Gold Islands. The western frontier of pirate waters. Despite their relatively passive mindset, the pirates do have a keen interest in Poseidon's Eye. Using the Baraki talisman, the cursed summon Pryadak into their fleet. 2 cursed ships sail south, following the coastline of Poseidon's Eye, and find a tunnel that leads into the island itself. In the sub-ocean, the cursed monsters explore their immediate surroundings, finding 2 islands and some very nice gold. Kalim returns through the Whirlpool, leaving Slug Gubbet and Gogcloth on their own. Gog swims north and navigates around some coral. Slarg swims to the east, finding an island, and makes out a larger structure in the background. Khalim emerges from the depths, bearing gold. At the end of their turn, they're cursed to put the Rook's Folly into the water at their home island. Amiral St. Croix meets Victor de Alva. The serious discussions will begin once de Alva's translator arrives. Until then, the French Amiral and Spanish commander get to know one another. La Lion spotted signal flares sent up by the Columbia and sails to investigate. Communications are attempted, but the French do not speak American. The Eroica makes land at Voyanui and finds some silver, as well as the Kakama and How, two powerful unique treasures from Pirates of the Dark Tides. An American canoe makes contact with a Thomas Jefferson and transfers a cargo to the giant American ship. At Flat Top, the Americans have sorted out their logistical problems as the Atlantis sails east with the Cheyenne. 4 ships dock at the Quest Fort and turn in a combined 20 crops, which rewards the Americans with 25 of the most valuable resource at this time. The Americans have been building to this for several turns now, converting the resources and finding ships to carry them all. As the Cheyenne sails east, she encounters the Columbia sailing west. The crews exchange news, with the Columbia relaying that it might be difficult to get an understanding between the Americans and the French. An overhead shot of the northern arm of Voyanui. The Lamon has submerged and is making for the Red Whirlpool, playing off a hunch that the Americans have. To the right, the Concordia looks to sail around the far side of Voyanui and see what can be seen or found. Elsewhere, the Blackwatch and Bonhomme Richard return from their brief foray to the western side of the castle. At Pride Rock, the Sea Wind emerges from the whirlpool and shares what her crew discovered to the Constitution and United States. At the end of their turn, they launch the Stevens, with helmsman, firepot specialist, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman. The English are focused on acquiring lumber from the Pyramid Island. Their small fleet is almost completely absorbed in this activity. At the Gold Island, one of the cursed ships has turned away. Like the English, the pirates are operating passively, embracing a laid-back lifestyle of gold and rum. The cursed are dismayed to find that this part of Poseidon's Eye has already been explored by someone. Suro arrives in the sub-ocean. Slargubbet emerges from the sub-ocean, treasures stashed away in her hold. Leviathan and Calypsos are swimming for the whirlpool, but will likely not arrive for another turn or two. And that wraps up this report. The sub-ocean has finally been found. The rules for the sub-ocean can now be found in the full rules for the game, which are in the description below. If you want to see what happens next, make sure you're subscribed. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.